record. Excellent. Well, hello, everybody. Mac Atkinson here. In behalf of Benny, Pauline, and Wendy, we want to welcome you to our 3-month spring makeover event. We're going to be saying goodbye to winter and hello to spring. And we also want to congratulate all of our winter wellness walkers, because in any season, be it winter, be it spring, be it summer, be it late summer, all of the seasons, getting out and exercising is important. And we want to continue to encourage everybody to get out there and just stay moving, and whatever that means to you. You know, before we get started, it also happens to be the time of the Mid-Autumn Festival. And Wendy, if I could invite you, please, maybe you can give us a little history to this festival and your sense around it, if you would, please.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Wendy. And thanks, Mac, for these opportunities. Well, this is the time to celebrate the spring. And it happens that tomorrow is the Mid-Autumn Festival, which is commonly known as the Mooncake Festival internationally. And it can also be addressed as Lantern Festival. So we have lots of things to celebrate this occasion. Why do we celebrate Mooncake Festival? Why is it called the Mid-Autumn Festival? And what is it all about? Well, I'm going to share with you a legendary story which has happened long time ago. And the legend goes to the legends of Chang'e, the goddess, the moon goddess. Well, at that time, the earth had 10 suns, the heat of which caused drought that gives a terrible problems to the world. So at the request of the Emperor of Heaven, the great archer Hou Yi was asked to shoot down the 9 suns, and he did that, saving the life on earth. As a reward, Hou Yi was given the elixir of immortality, which he hid in his home, planning to share with his beautiful wife, Chang'e. However, one day, his wicked apprentice came to steal the elixir, but Chang'e determined to keep it away from him. So he drank the potion, and eventually he ascended to heaven, where she took the moon as a home. So Hou Yi came home that evening and was very heartbroken. He shouted to the sky and surprisingly discovered the moon was extremely bright that night. So he caught sight of the swaying figure that was exactly like her beautiful wife Chang'e. So he quickly displayed some fruits and her favorite cakes to express how much he has missed her. Since then, during this time, the fruits and cakes were offered to celebrate these beautiful events, in the sense that it's very romantic. So traditionally, we make mooncake. I may want to show you how it's look like. Hey, there's Pauline there. Yeah, so I have take this opportunity to celebrate this festival by making this mooncake by using Sunrider New Plus, which I have added into it, so that it gives us additional nutrition, and we can eat without any guilt. So tomorrow is the actual day of the Mooncake Festival, and I wish everyone good luck. So pass down to Pauline. Maybe she can share with you some of the very good, healthy, eat, drink, and clean the healthy green pack. Pauline, please.
Well, actually, before we get to Pauline, we've got a few more things that we're going to be talking about here. But Wendy, I did want to thank you for sharing that story, because I was not familiar with the history of this. And I can't tell you how much I look forward to trying one of your New Plus mooncakes someday.
Yeah, can I show you my mooncake?
They look absolutely fabulous. Yeah, it's showing up here on the screen.
Cut it across and show you what is being added with New Plus.
Please.
And all the nuts and the seeds, which makes it very healthy. So enjoy this one. So it's all on the pictures on the slide. So that's what I use. So very healthy ingredients in addition with Sunrider New Plus that added more nutrients to our mooncake. So let's celebrate.
Absolutely. Let's celebrate indeed. Thank you for sharing that with us, Wendy.
Thank you.
You know, before we go on, as Wendy mentioned, we are going to talk a little bit about Sunrider Foods, including New Plus and several others. And as we always do, I just want to remind everybody that none of the information provided in this presentation is intended to represent a diagnosis or cure of any illness or disease. Before we get started and really tackle our subject at hand right now, which will be, again, springtime, 5-element, et cetera, I just want to share with everyone a little bit about Sunrider, especially for people that may be new to Sunrider or haven't really heard of what this company is about. Sunrider's been around for over 40 years, which is all about stability. So many companies in this industry come and go. Sunrider has been around for 40 years, has just invested in a brand new manufacturing facility in Dallas, Texas. Its company is going to be around for another 40 years and another 40 years after that. Sunrider also operates in over 50 countries around the world, allowing many of us an opportunity, if we choose to have a global-based business. Heck, one of the things I love most about Sunrider is the ability to interact with people in Australia, New Zealand, for instance, and travel around the world to Hungary and Western Europe and all the other places where I have an organization. Something else very unique about Sunrider I wanted to share with you all is Sunrider internally handles 100% of all the research, development, and manufacturing of its products. Now, again, that is truly unusual because most companies in this industry simply hand a third party their recipe and say, make my product for me with no control over it. Not the case with Sunrider. Again, it deserves repeating. Sunrider 100% does all of the internal research, development, and manufacturing of over 400 of the finest health and beauty products in the world. Everything from whole food nutritional products to cleansing beverages to weight management to sports and fitness to green household and all natural skin hair. So with that said, Benny, if I can invite you to join us to tell us a little bit about the philosophy of regeneration and why someone should choose Sunrider. Benny, you
Miss
there?
Benny?
Yes, yes.
There you are.
Here I am. Wow, 40 years of Sunrider. And here I am with my 32 years of drinking the beverage from Sunrider. Now, Sunrider actually is like some 40 years ago, the Sunrider emerged with the founders, the doctors, Tay Fu and Oilin Chan. They were the basis for the philosophy of regeneration, and they created Sunrider in mind, with nutrition in mind, to feed the body with nutrition, to balance it, to cleanse it, to nourish it. And with that said, I'd like to touch a bit on why philosophy of regeneration, because they based it on their expertise in health and science. The philosophy of regeneration feeds the entire 5 systems of the body, mainly the respiratory, digestion, immune system, endocrine system, and circulation system. So with that in mind, the nutrition from there helps the body to function in its best and optimum self. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the nourishment of the body by using the nutrition that Sunrider has provided over the journey of 40 years. And with its renowned products and with its renowned expertise from the founders, I would like to pass on to the next speaker, who would like to talk about the elements connected with the 5 systems of the body, and mainly because it's springtime. So it's going to be about the immune system. So next speaker would be Wendy. We talk about the alpha and the immune system.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Wendy, again. Well, this is about the 5 elements, and in spring, we have stepped into the wood element. In Australia, we have just stepped into the first few days of the springtime, but in other countries, it's autumn. So that's why we are celebrating too. But anyway, these wood elements amplifies the energy of growth, change, and pushing through. So in the Chinese medicine, wood rules the liver and the gallbladder. The liver function is considered to be the grand architect for our visions of the future and is the center of strategic planning. The gallbladder is thought to be the center of our ability to make decisions and judge wisely. From the functions of the liver and gallbladder, we can plan and choose, and we combine new futures possibilities with the wisdom of the past. And as a result, we are able to see the clear and appropriate course to take. So Sunrider has the Alpha 20C, naturally nourishes our T cells with wood elements, herbs in it, which help fight germs and protect from infections while fueling our body with antioxidants, calciums, and nutrients. And this is the good time to consume more of the Sunrider Alpha 20C. So maybe Pauline would be able to share with you the healthy green pack in further details. Pauline, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Pauline, and I'll be talking to you about the Cali and the Evergreen, which are our cleansing products in Sunrider. The Cali can be made as a tea beverage. It helps to detoxify all the toxins out of our body, which is what the wood season is about. Circulation of blood in the body and detoxifying the body. So yeah, we have our Cali tea and we have our Evergreen. This is a liquid chlorophyll concentrate, which is mint tasting in flavour. It helps to support the circulatory system and aids in digestion. It also helps to oxygenate the blood in our bodies. So it's a good thing. It's like having a big bowl of green vegetables all in a little vial. You can drink it just like this, or you can put it in a water bottle and makes it all green and you drink it with your water. But today I'm going to show you a drink I make that is really tasty. And yeah, so it just opens up with a seal. Give it a good shake because sometimes it sits on the bottom, so you've got to make sure you give it a good shake. So what I do, I put some mint leaves in the bottom of the glass, so just squeeze them a bit to release the oil from the mint leaves. So we've got some in the bottom there, and then I've got some lemon juice, so put some lemon juice in my glass there. And then I add just some plain water. That's bottled water there. So put some water in. And then I put a couple of drops of sunny dew, which is a sweet herb that helps to nourish our pancreas and balance our blood sugar levels. So that's even good too and makes it taste good. So a couple of drops in there. And some ice cubes. I've got some ice cubes here, so we put the ice cubes in. There we go. Maybe another one. It's coming up to summer anyway, so a nice cool drink. And then I put some lemon pieces in. I put one on the side of the glass. So some lemon in and give it a stir. Oh, I haven't put the evergreen in yet. So yeah, sorry. Yeah. So now we add the evergreen. So that pours in all the nice green nourishment. And give it a stir. Wow. You can smell the mint leaves. Smells beautiful.
Oh.
Now I'll put another couple of leaves on top for decoration. And now we'll taste.
Yum.
Cheers.
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 Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Wow. Beautiful.
Beautiful. And you get, it's like having a bowl of green vegetables. And it tastes beautiful.
A cup of good greens. Excellent. I like it.
It's called the green
Yum.
drink, right?
Yeah.
I call it the witch's brew.
And that's me. And now it's back to Wendy, I think.
No, I think it's Mac.
Could be. I wasn't sure. Benny, were you going to share anything more about New Plus and Quinary? Or
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
yeah, why don't you jump in and share a little bit about the nutrition part then?
Yes, with the nutrition that we get from Sunrider, right? With the balance, with the nourish, balance, and cleanse yourself, right? I'd like to talk about why we nourish our body. We nourish our body with the New Plus, which comes in 5 different flavors. New Plus is so easy to take. It's tasty, it's nutritious, it contains a lot of complex carbohydrates, enzymes, and in fact, 21 amino acids in them. So it's a perfect nutritional meal to take. And you can take it anytime you like. And it helps with, it's basically pre-digested and it works instantly. I take New Plus all the time, all over my 32 years of using Sunrider. It's always nourishing myself with New Plus and balancing myself with the Quinary, which comes again into the talk about the 5 systems of the body, whereby the Quinary actually, it sort of feeds all the 5 systems, which I'll mention again: respiratory, digestion, immune system, endocrine, and circulation. So it's perfect food. Perfect food, nourish yourself, balance yourself, and cleanse with our fantastic green drink from Pauline. And that's what I like to say about balancing your body with New Plus.
Excellent, Benny. Thank you. As we kind of wrap up on the food side of things in our presentation today, just want to remind everybody that no matter what part of the world you're living in, be it Southern Hemisphere in Australia, New Zealand, here in the Northern Hemisphere in the United States, or throughout Europe and whatever, look for the things that are fresh in your season and buy locally as much as you can. I know in the United States, as well as there in Australia, you guys are big with kind of farmers markets and outdoor markets and so forth. And again, I encourage everyone, find your favorite local market, your favorite local provider of fresh fruits and vegetables, and go out and see what is fresh right now in your particular season that's available to you. Certainly, we want to focus on green-based items. It is springtime, and as Benny reminded us, Pauline shared with us a wonderful green drink and so forth, but there is so many great fruits and vegetables that are in season right now that can be just wonderfully nutritious to our body, and eating, as we say, within the season. So that's great. Please go out and look. Our spring makeover event, very simple as it always has been in the past. For those of you that haven't joined us before, we do have a private group Facebook page as well as a WhatsApp group page. Benny, Pauline, Wendy, and myself post very regular to these things. We're going to be focusing over the next 3 months, sharing with everybody ideas towards the spring, wood element information. And we encourage you all, please join with us. Share with us your recipes. Show us you're out there enjoying yourself walking around. Just basically share with us what's going on in your world, because that's what we want to see. Over and above that, we do want to remind everybody that, again, our goal is to stay active during the season of spring. We've talked many times before about the benefits of walking, but whether it's, again, walking 3 times around your living room or doing a marathon based on your physical abilities, the important thing is to just get out there and be moving. And it doesn't even have to be walking. If swimming is your thing, go out and do a couple laps in the pool. Again, if you want to get on a bicycle, do that, but just try to get outside, get yourself some fresh air as you're out there exercising as well, and enjoy your time in nature. Right now from us, I mean, we're heading into our autumn here in the Northern Hemisphere, but I'm finding it really nice getting outside, spending time in nature, going for hikes, just being outdoors and moving. And I know coming into springtime there in Australia and New Zealand, you guys will be doing a lot of outdoor activities. So looking forward to that. One of the other things I wanted to share before we shut the meeting down today is I just wanted to remind everybody that Dr. Ruben Chen will be making a trip to Australia on October 22nd and 23rd, and he'll be providing meetings at the Sir Stamford Hotel in Circular Quay, which we've had an opportunity to all visit in the past a few years ago, the last time we did a regional convention. It looks as though that Drs. Oi Lin and Tei-Fu Chen that Benny had mentioned, and the CEO of the company, Sunny Butler, will be attending the meeting virtually, and they'll be sharing with you their visions of Sunrider, where they see the future going, what we can expect in Australia and New Zealand and around the world of Sunrider. So if you haven't decided, if you're on the fence yet, whether you're going to go to this convention or in a yacht, I highly recommend to everybody, get there, spend a wonderful weekend at Circular Quay in Sydney, get a chance to meet Ruben in person. He's an incredible guy with a wealth of information, and be around fellow Sunriders and like-minded people. It'll definitely be worth the investment and certainly worth the trip to Sydney. Last but not least, I just want to thank you all for joining us. We very much enjoy presenting this type of information. And more than anything else, we look forward to what we can be sharing with each other over this next 3 months in terms of springtime and the wood element. Wendy, Pauline, Benny, any last comments for the audience before we say goodbye to everybody?
Wishing everyone joy, peace, and healthiness.
That's a great wish. Thank you, Wendy. Pauline, anything from you?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you, by the way, Pauline. I loved your idea of the green drink. It looks
Mm,
so good.
yeah.
I could actually smell the evergreen from 4,000 miles away or whatever it is. Wonderful. Benny, any last thought of yours before we shut down today?
Yeah. Well, I would like to say to all, if you have vision, you will get action done. And when you have action, you get your vision.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is. Well, like you said, in terms of balance and the whole yin yang, everything comes back around. So perfectly said. And again, Wendy, I want to thank you for sharing with us as you did. I loved hearing the story about the Mid-Autumn Festival and can't wait to try your mooncakes. And one of the things that we'll try to post over the next week, if we can squeeze Wendy to do it, is provide us her mooncake recipe with the Nuflas. So we'll get out that for everybody. Pauline, again, I loved your green drink recipe. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
And Benny, really appreciate your overview of philosophy of regenerations and the whole concept behind nourish and balance and cleansing our body with the eating within the season, as we've talked about. So with that said, I just want to thank everybody for your time. We look forward to being with you. Any questions, come back, reach out to us. We're happy to help. And until next time, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Stay good.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.